Could you possibly do an explanation on the new STAAR Alt 2 eligibility requirements in Texas?
So they're really not much different. So they're just added a lot more words to it. So the STAAR Alt 2, so that is our life skills state test. We just added more words to it. I think there are people in government that their job is to add more words to stuff. They're more word adders. So I don't find that it's any different, the intention of it, the spirit of the law. I think that they tried to add more words to clarify it, and it just made it more confusing for people. So the first question for an alternative assessment is, does the student have a significant cognitive disability? And that's our first question. I think a lot of parents confused the STAAR test with a better option, the STAAR Alt test for them as a better option versus the standard test, right? So my son was in special education, and 100 years ago when he was in school, they had a modified version. We had the regular state test, the modified state test, and then an alternative. You know, like, would make sense, right? Like we have regular, we have modified, we have alternative. They took that away. So now everybody is either on an alternative test or on the state standards. And parents tell me all the time about how they feel that's unfair. Well, I think a lot of parents went in and got their kids on the STAAR Alt because they had a learning disability, which is a disability, but it's not a significant cognitive disability. So I think that the added language was to add clarity, but it just brought more confusion. I would have assumed before, when we started out saying, does your student have a significant cognitive disability, and your child had ADHD, we wouldn't have said yes to that question. But every question builds on itself, and you have to meet all 5 to meet criteria.